Hails and welcome to Underground True episode here on Rauta channel. Once again we go from worst to best, according to my opinion anyway, of 3 different releases. This time they are all from Finland and this time they are also all black metal. Well, technically speaking, the first one is black death metal one. So, like I said, let's go from worst to best. First, we'll start with this solo project Archdemon, which is here with the MCD called Berserk War Eclipse. This is already a promising name. I like the band name, I like the release name, I like the photo. I'm stoked. This one is very simplistic, having a booklet with lyrics, some nice art and all that stuff. And this is unfortunately where the good stuff ends, because unfortunately this music is quite crap. I'm not gonna try to sweet talk it. This Bestial Burst release is worth an MCD, technically speaking. An EP. It's just like a black death equivalent to whatever bedroom black metal bands there are. There are lots of minor or bigger flaws which unfortunately puts this in the box of not enjoyable. Some would say even not listenable. First of all, let's tackle the biggest problems. First of all, the drum machine is atrocious. It's horrible. It's just like putting everything on the background. It's noisy, and you will hear some clipping with the cymbal sounds and all that stuff. It's just noisy, and unless you really like drum machine noise, you're not gonna enjoy this too much. Then you have these rather basic rolly vocals. They're not bad, but I mean nothing out of ordinary. It's more like, let's start my first on Sony. You know the first Sony memes and all that stuff. This is like, hey, my very first black death metal band. Then you have the riffs, which are more like very mediocre, very forgettable, nothing out of ordinary. Nothing is like, wow, these guys are inspired. These guys something new. It's more like, okay, you just copied the already B, Z level stuff of death black metal riffs and put it on your own with horrible drum kit sound. And I think the bass actually reminds me if it was computer made already back in the 90s. Maybe it's a real bass. I don't know. I don't really care at this point because what I'm hearing is just kind of awful. It's almost like embarrassing. It's almost like, why are you even putting this out for release? I'm not saying it's super awful, but it's bad. It's outright bad, and there is no way for me to just put it in a nice way. If you're looking for something that gives you a little bit of perspective between the good, the bad, the mediocrity, the decent one along the lines, well, this is probably the one that you need to do. I mean, of course, there are people who like this kind of stuff. That's kind of a given, and I only wish this was a lot better. But to be honest, I haven't heard such bad albums for a long time, and I think there's only one way, and it's up. It's gonna be a better one. So forget it all about it, unless you want to know what it's all about, and then you will do some searching. Then we have another Finnish band, Moon Oracle, which I previously featured with some other releases. This is less than 8 minutes of an EP here, so only 2 songs. This one is Totemic Lord. Okay, and now I'm sleeping. And as you can see, oh man, this is not something that you can fake. This is old school CD single packaging. So it's kind of a cool because it's different from your typical jewel case ones. So here we have lyrics, art, and simple liner notes and all that stuff. This features the vocals of Harald Mentor, which many people will mostly know for his work, not only for Bestial Burst, but Right for Revenge. And as such, because of the recognizable vocal work, this will remind you of Right for Revenge, but kind of a groomy, kind of a more doomy. So doomy, groovy, mid-tempo black metal is the name of the game. The overall sound is kind of warm, so as opposed to raw, caveman-like, brutal, heavy and all that stuff, this is kind of fuzzy. It gives me a strong doom feeling with this one, but having black metal kind of a growly, throaty vocals, and as such this is an interesting one, because not too many bands sound like this. Unfortunately, this as when it comes to riffs and compositions, it's not exactly very memorable. It's more like you kind of get to like the fuzzy, warm sound and all that stuff. Cozy, if you will, which might sound odd given the context of being black metal. But it's like, there's nothing annoying as such. It's more like, yeah, if only this would have more memorable parts. beat some guitar leads, solos even, or just riffs that kind of drill into your brain and your all that stuff. But it's an interesting release, and I think this band has something promising, but it's not there yet. Which leads us to the best one in the pile, and this surprised me because, to be honest, I didn't expect this to be the best of the pile. This is Victimarum from my home city of Turku, Demo 2023. This one is a very, very fresh one. The band was founded as late as 2022, and now they already have out a demo tape. A few songs, comes with a sticker also, and this one is basic, simple J card. You see the track listing here, 4 songs, the band photos, a little bit of information right there, and that's pretty much of it. There's not really a story to tell apart from these guys. These 4 guys have now decided to go, okay, let's do Finnish black metal. Now, all the music here is very, very unoriginal. It reminds me bands like Satanic Warmaster, Horna and all that stuff. So if you ever heard some kind of a raw end of Finnish melodic black metal, you know what to expect. Not as polished as, say, Sielun Vihollinen or Norham, but very, very Finnish sounding. I mean, this is almost like trademark, copyright Finnish sounding black metal. And if that's your cup of tea, you're probably going to love this one. But given this is demo tape, you can just pretty much ignore, yeah, the sound could be better and blah, blah, blah. Because, I mean, it's demo tape, goddammit. It's not some full-fledged, big studio release. So it's a good start, really. All the songs are nicely composed. They have good melodic parts, rather high-pitchy, screamy vocals. Everything is doing its job just fine. So, in my opinion, this is easily the winner of the pile. So, to recap, 1 bad death black metal one, bedroom black death if you will, bedroom war metal if you will. Then some mediocre plus doom black release, and then some Finnish melodic black metal. So all very, very underground, not big names by all means. I think, for example, this Archdemon is probably the first one. Mooner Oracle has a couple of releases out before this one, and then the first Victimarum tape. So all very fresh from the underground. These are all 2023 releases, of course. So now it's your time to check out what you like, what you don't. There are no proper links for each and every band of these, but whatever they are included in the description box. So now it's your time to check them out or check out not. Up to you. Thanks for your time. Check out this band, and I hope you like some of them. Thanks and bye-bye.